Channel Islands National Park is close to LA, yet feels so remote. Let me show you this wonderful national park. Despite being close to Los Angeles, Channel Islands had only 323,000 people that visited in 2022. It is 47th out of 63 national parks. The key reason is that it's hard to get to. The only ways to visit the national park is by ferry or private boat. Depending on the island, the ferry can take anywhere from 1 to 4 hours one way. There are 5 islands that make up the Channel Islands. The closest, smallest, and the most visited is Anacapa Island. The second most visited is Santa Cruz, with lots of hiking trails ranging from a half mile to 18 miles. Both of these islands are about 1 hour ferry ride from the mainland. The other islands, Santa Rosa, San Miguel, and Santa Barbara, are 3 to 4 hours by ferry from the mainland, with much less ferry service. As of 2023, Santa Barbara does not have any ferry service due to dock damage on the island. It is very important to plan carefully to visit the Channel Islands. Island packers provide the public ferry, mostly from Ventura, on a schedule, but it varies month to month, so be sure to check their website for the latest information. There are no services on the islands, so you need to bring everything you need for your trip: food, water, etc. If you forget something, you're basically stuck. The scenery on the island is very seasonal. Anacapa, for example, is barren most of the year, but between January and March, it is teeming with wildflowers. Western gulls nest on Anacapa between April and August, so you may encounter loud birds, bird poop, and bad odor during this time. We set out for Anacapa on a clear morning, with calm seas a huge relief to Loretta. Soon after we left the harbor, thick fog surrounded us. I sure hope the crew knows what they're doing. Suddenly, the fog lifted and we were greeted with Anacapa Island on the horizon. East Anacapa Island looks like a flat table that rose out of the ocean with cliffs on all sides. It is flat and barren, at least on this September day. The boat docked and we climbed the metal stairs to the top. There are no trees and the island is flat as a pancake. The only real trail is a figure-8 loop from one end to the other. The entire loop is only a little over 2 miles. Because it's so flat with no trees, the view is fantastic in all directions. Inspiration Point on the western side of the island is a beautiful view of Middle and West Anacapa Islands. Even though it wasn't a hot day, we were still feeling that strong, relentless sun because there is no shade on the island, save for a small building that houses a small exhibit. We sat on the rocks at Inspiration Point and had our usual Subway sandwich that we brought with us. What a view! As I said earlier, you cannot get food or water at Anacapa, so you must come prepared. Potable water is available, however, on Santa Cruz and Santa Rosa. Primitive camping is available on the islands. The best island for swimming is Anacapa, which is by the boat dock. But there are no lifeguards, so swim at your own risk. Gotta be careful of the tides and the current because they can be strong. On our return to the mainland, dolphins joined us as they frolic around the boat with big smiles on their faces. That was a treat. Channel Islands is not well known and is not well visited. Similar to Dry Tortugas and Isle Royale, it is hard to get to, but once you're there, especially at Channel Islands, you won't find a crowd and you will find beautiful scenery. Santa Cruz is the best island for a day trip. It has many hiking trails to suit all abilities and more diverse scenery. Visit Channel Islands if you want a nice day trip to an isolated island without crowd. We are on our way to visit all the national parks in the United States. Follow along by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell so you know when a new video is released. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and please share it with everybody that you know.